place to put my just got some biggie. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to.
What's going on, people? Epic 2000, right back at you with another video. This time, this is the finale of the reflection of G-Fest 22. As you can see, I got the most beautiful woman in the world, my partner in life, my wife Sandra. Say hello.
Hey, hey.
We're back together, Jordan and Pimpin, Bonnie and Clyde. So we're going to just give our final thoughts of our first G-Fest experience. And I'm just going to start off by asking right off the bat, how did you enjoy G-Fest?
I really enjoyed it. It was nice meeting, people that we have seen on the Facebook group and just walking around talking to everybody. I mean, you felt like one big family. So that was real nice to me, nice family atmosphere. Everybody was there for the common, cause, common reason. We all love Godzilla in some shape, form, fashion. Some like some figures, some like all, some, just like one figure. Yeah. So it was real nice just to see everybody's different opinions and views, and everybody's respectful to people's views. The Godzilla people, the Godzilla lovers, came out in force, and I thought it was real nice.
Yeah. First of all, let me say sorry. It's been a while since I put up my last video. I know it's been like a few weeks. It's going on almost like a month, 3 weeks ago since G-Fest. So I apologize for not getting this video up and running sooner. It's just been kind of crazy at work, and we've been busy around the house. So I'm really glad that we finally had an opportunity to sit down and have this reflection of our first G-Fest. It's like my wife said, it was a really wonderful experience. It was just awesome. So let me just run down how the weekend went, because we only was there only Friday and Saturday, and we flew out Sunday. Let's see, Friday morning, got up before Jesus did at 4 o'clock in the morning, and went to the airport, flew to Chicago, got to the hotel. The first person I saw was Matt Jacobson, aka Gojira 851. Check out his YouTube channel. Really cool guy, great stuff on his channel. Met him, had a great conversation. Then went registered at the hotel, went upstairs. As soon as we got off the elevator, the first person I saw was Jim Jenkins. Had a good conversation with him.
Very nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Yeah.
Then went to the hotel. Went to our hotel room. Put our stuff down. We're not going to go into the problems that we had related to the hotel, because I don't want to get my wife upset. Let's just say that we got a free night out of it. I'll just put it that way. Then went back downstairs, met with a whole bunch of cool G fans. Scott Biggs, Gary Quinn, I believe. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Goji Fan 93, Chris. Met him. Godzilla Fan Freaks, Everett Grondin, met him. Eric Arrington, my brother from another mother in Tucson, Arizona. Not Tucson, Arizona. In Arizona. Who else? Who else did we meet? Of course, John Bumpus, David Eric Dotco, who gave us this wonderful picture, as you saw in the first video of his Destroy a Monster collection. Very, very nice. Thank you for that. And just had a great time downstairs, just meeting people and just having great conversations. And it was really was an awesome time, and it was also kind of, in a way, it was like a out of body experience in a way, because it was my first G-Fest, and to be perfectly honest, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this wonderful woman here. She told me, she actually was the one that's, you would think with me being the Godzilla lover, I mean, we both love Godzilla, but I've been into it longer, but you would think that I would be the one to have spearheaded the movement to get us to G-Fest, but actually it was my wife. She was the one that got behind it and said, you know what, we're going to do it. We're going to put money down. This is what we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I can't thank her enough. I can't thank you enough for doing that. It really was an awesome time. And also, like I said, it was like a mind-blowing experience, because the guest that was there, this was when we got there, after we had our conversation. I'm sorry if I'm rambling and going out of order here, but as we had a great conversation with the people that I just mentioned, we pre-registered, and they got this booklet here of all the events that happened during the course of the event. And it was funny, sitting right there in the lobby as we were having a conversation was one of the guests, Cole Tani, the guy who scored the Heisei Gamma films as well as my wife's favorite movie.
Right.
GMK.
That's it.
And he was just sitting right there in the lobby. Now, mind you, he didn't speak much English, but he was very nice. I shook his hand. He was very polite. The fact that, like I said, I'm talking with Goji Fan 93 and Eric and other people, and Cole Tani is just sitting right there next to you, you know? And also the guy who directed Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Godzilla X Mechagodzilla 2002, and Godzilla Tokyo SOS, or Godzilla X Mothra X Mechagodzilla Tokyo SOS, Masaki Tezuka just came to the lobby, and then we just had a little conversation with him. Like I said, his English wasn't that perfect, but he was nice and respectful, and it was just really just cool just being there and just being in a way starstruck with the people that actually had a hand in creating the movies that we love and enjoy. What else did you enjoy about G-Fest?
Actually, I enjoy going in the dealer's room. You finding the figure that you've been looking for, so that was a great score.
Yeah. I would get into that, but first we gotta get a special thanks to Chris Griffiths and his girlfriend Amanda.
Right.
Thank you so much. Thank you for hooking us with Uber. Thank you for taking us to that wonderful restaurant. Thank y'all for being just great local people that we can hang out with. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We had a good time with them because we spent most of the weekend with them anyway. But yes, as my wife said, the dealer's room was off the chain. I will put up something at the end of the video just to give you an idea what it's like to go in there for the first time. If you haven't gone yet, it's really, like I said, I was just speechless. And it really just depicts my feeling of going to G-Fest overall. But before I get into what I got, like I said, got the booklet, and I wasn't, like I said in my video, I wasn't really looking for anything. I got a couple things prior, so I wasn't really looking except for one thing, and thanks to my wife I got it. Got a couple G-Fan magazines, and here you go, G-Fan magazines, whatever. But the one thing I really wanted, thanks to my wife I got it, was this kit, the Monster Maker kit 28, Monster Maker 28 kit of Godzilla 1974. And here it is right here, just probably one of my favorite incarnations of Godzilla ever that X Plus has not made a figure of yet. Hint, have not made a figure yet. Let's just marinate on that for like 10 seconds. Godzilla 1974 from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 1974 that X Plus has not made yet, and hopefully they will make. We got a Mechagodzilla 1974. We got a King Caesar 25 centimeter 1974. Mm-hmm. Do I need to plug this anymore? No. But you get the idea. But yes, this is a wonderful kit, wonderful statue. Thanks to my wife. I couldn't have got it without her. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hopefully, like I said, X Plus will get down to business and present this to us in vinyl form some way, somehow. But the only gripe I would have to say about G-Fest is the fact that there are so many different things going on that, you know, it's like it's set up in different ballrooms in the hotel. And you may end up wanting to be at something that pertains to what you like, and there's something else going on in another ballroom at the same time that you may like. So the only gripe, if you want to call it a gripe, is the fact that there's so many different things going on, and sometimes it happens at the exact same time. So sometimes you have to pick and choose what you want to do. Or you can just go in something, then cut out of that real early, and then just go to that. But, you know, I'd rather have something like that where you have a whole multiple things going on at one time versus not having that much going on and you just sit and wait for like 2 or 3 hours till something that you do like happens. And just went through a couple of panels, and I tried my hand at Kaiju Jeopardy.
Did a great job. He did.
I tried.
You did a great job.
I tried. We're not going to go into specifics of what happened, but I tried. It was just like a Jeopardy type of format, but yet they asked you everything pertaining to Kaiju, Godzilla, and the whole 9 yards. And I did pretty good. I held my own for a little bit, but there were certain things I didn't know. But it wasn't like it was a bad thing of me losing or anything like that. It was just fun, just being up there and just just having a good time with fellow Godzilla fans and learning something new from them. So it was really just a great overall experience, and I really enjoyed that. And it's safe to say we're definitely going back next year.
Absolutely.
And when we do, I'm going to try my hand
That's
again,
right.
and hopefully we can get things going. Then afterwards, we hit a couple panels, went to the dealer's room, which is great. Everything that you want as far as Godzilla is just beyond words. The videos you see on YouTube, reviews online does not do it justice. You would have a great time. Then they have a model's room that's like downstairs where they have like a whole bunch of models of Godzilla kits, whatever. Where David Air. entered one of his kits in there. I think he made a G2000. I don't know if he won or not, but it was really one of the best model kits in the room. Then we went upstairs, chilled out because we've been going hard all that morning and afternoon. Then met up with Chris and his girlfriend, went to a nice restaurant in Chicago, and took the long way back from this cab who was doing us a favor. But we're not going to go in that because this is a family show. Then we just sat back in the room. We were going to go to the Symphonic Fury concert that Cole Tanner was doing, and I think John DeSantis. But we were so tired from the day, we decided just to hang out in the room and watch kaiju films because that's what they had playing in the hotel.
And that was one good thing I did like, because every time you turned the TV on, you could watch a Godzilla
or a kaiju movie, or a Gamera, or a Daimajin.
I mean, could, things that you hadn't seen in a while or wanted to see. Every time you turn the TV on, 24/7, movie was on. Godzilla kaiju movie.
And that was good. And then, like I said, my brother from another mother, Eric, came up to the room. We had a conversation, tripped out or whatever. Then we went our separate ways and went to sleep. And then woke up the next morning, did my interviews with David Eric Dopko, John Bumpus, Jim Jenkins, Godzilla fan freaks, Everett Grondin, and then just hit a couple more panels. Went to the dealer's room again just to really just see what's going on. I really didn't get anything else, but just to go in there and just basically just hang out with folks, talk with folks, and just have a good time. Took some pictures and shot them over to Facebook so everybody could get a good idea of what you're in store for if you do plan to come. Then afterwards, went to Chicago. Had a great time to Chicago. Thanks again, Chris Griffiths, for introducing us to Uber. Went to Taste of Chicago. Had a good time, even though it was raining. Had a good time. Had some great food. Then went on the boat. Had
Lake Erie.
Lake Erie around the harbor of Chicago. We had like a good view of the city and just had some alone time, which was really good. Really good. We had a great time with that. And afterwards, got on Uber again. Went back to the hotel. Ran into John Ruffin, did my interview with him. Then asked my wife, and here's one thing I got to talk about. When my wife was in the gift shop of the hotel, I was sitting out there, just before I had my interview with John Ruffin, I was sitting there in front of the lobby waiting for John Ruffin to come down because we talked that we was going to hook up by the time we got back to the hotel. Excuse me. And Robert Scott Field, you know him? You know what I'm talking about. M11 from my favorite film, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, 1991. Mind you, I took a picture with him earlier, and I went to a panel of his earlier, and I talked to him afterwards and had like a little conversation with him. To be honest, I didn't think that he was going to remember me anymore. I'm just sitting there, and I see him walking, and I'm looking at him walking, and I think my wife called for me or something, and so my attention was turned away. But as he walked by me, he stops and looks at me and says, "Hey, how you doing? You having a good time?" And shook my hand again. And the fact that he remembered me, that was really cool.
Very nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Very
He's
nice.
very nice guy, and
very personable.
Very approachable, very nice. The fact that he actually did that, he didn't have to do that, but the fact that he did, the fact that he remembered me, even though it may not meant much to anybody else, but to me that was really nice. And the panel and him talking about I forgot his name, the guy who passed away, who directed most of the either he directed the Heisei Godzilla films or he was in charge of special effects. I forget his name, I'm sorry. He did a panel dedicated to him, talking about him, and so just he got a little bit emotional about that in a way. So just listening to him, then having a conversation about him pertaining to Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. I asked him how he feel about the dynamic in the film where Godzilla and King Ghidorah basically swap places as far as like villain to hero, where Godzilla goes from hero to villain and King Ghidorah goes from villain to hero. He really enjoyed the question. And like I said, it was very, very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice guy. I will never forget that. I really will. I really won't, excuse me. Then afterwards, had my dinner interview with John Ruffin. Then went back upstairs, hung out with my wife a little bit. Then came back downstairs, and I ran into this guy. Check this out. Alright, what's going on? Episode 2000 at G-Fest, my last interview. Can we fly out tomorrow? Do I have to explain who this is? Do I have to tell you who it is? Do I have to even try to? Who are you?
Bam! What's doing, guys? Mr. French Bottle in the house. That's what's up.
You know what? I gotta do a quick interview with him. I couldn't leave without having any kind of conversation with him. We've been missing each other. I've been busy, he's been busy, but I couldn't leave G-Fest. This makes it complete right here. So, let's make like 2 or 3 questions and let you do what you do. Okay, how long you been a Godzilla fan?
How old am I? 31, since I was like 4 or 5 years old. Just
Cool.
get it too many times.
What is your favorite and least favorite Godzilla film and why?
Favorite would have to be Mothra vs. Godzilla, because the story is great. You know, it's not trying to take itself too seriously, but it sets itself in a very realistic manner, where you as the viewer are buying into it. That's what the fun part is. The Godzilla 64 suit. If you don't know what my favorite figure is by now, do some homework. But I'll tell you right now, it's my favorite suit, 64 to Most Goji. The battle with Godzilla and Mothra is phenomenal. Woohoo! Woohoo! Woohoo!
It's a family show.
Family show. Checking my vitals. So Mothra vs. Godzilla is my favorite. My least favorite. Are we include? Well, we're talking Godzilla films. That's technically not a Godzilla film. Yeah. All right. So if we're gonna talk about every film in the Godzilla, every Godzilla film, then yeah, the 98. Absolutely. I watch my review on Geno 98.
All right.
Know what I feel about that.
All right. What, in your opinion, is the most overrated Godzilla film? Like the film that everybody seems to like, but you don't get the hype, or underrated? Something that somebody should go out there waiting to see.
I think the most overrated would be Godzilla Final Wars. It just doesn't cut it. It just doesn't cut the mustard. The most underrated.
I told somebody earlier, mine was Godzilla vs. Hedgehog.
Underrated.
Underrated. I mean, it got some weird stuff in it, but it's still an overall fun film.
It's a fun film, and you know, I always tell people, just take the film for what it is. Don't try to compare it to anything else before it or after. Just take it for what it is. So underrated. I never even thought about that. That's a tough question. No. Sea Monster, maybe. Sea Monster would be underrated. You know, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go. Bam. Sonic Godzilla. I love Sonic Godzilla. Love that movie.
So we John versus. My wife can't stand Mania,
But again, you take it for what it is, and don't get caught up in the moment. Just take it for what it is.
Okay. What advice would you give to new collectors coming into the hobby, or just coming to the genre in general?
Coming into the hobby, this is something maybe I'll touch base on Fresh Vinyl Live. But for new collectors, if you're going to collect, whether it be Bandai, SH Monsters, X Plus, Marmots, yada yada yada, get on pre-orders. That's the best way to do it, because you're not going to have to go into the third-party sellers, and pay marked up prices. So do pre-orders, do your homework, ask collectors, ask questions. What is this? Where can I get it? What should I pay? Yada yada yada. So do your research, gain knowledge that makes you a stronger collector.
What's up? And when you do the word association, ready? It's like rapid fire. I say something, or to give you a name or something, and you'll say the first thing that pops into your mind.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Set. Go. Asia Samarada.
Special effects.
Fresh Vinyl.
Me.
The death scene to Godzilla vs. Destroyer.
Heartbreaking.
Zilla 98.
Who?
Zilla 98.
Who?
Moving on. The best X Plus figure.
Rick Boy, 30 centimeter Godzilla 64. That's right, Christine. You don't have it.
Which name you prefer? King Ghidorah, King Ghidorah, or Monster Zero?
You know, wow. King Ghidorah.
Kaiju movie with the best fight scene?
I guess it's a combination of 4, but the battle from Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster with Godzilla, Rodan, Mothra, and King Ghidorah.
Minya.
Shoot.
Ultraman.
I'm still learning him. Cool.
What would be a better fight to see? Godzilla vs. Gamera or Godzilla vs. Ultraman? In your opinion?
Definitely Godzilla vs. Gamera.
All right.
I've always had this vision that there would be a trilogy of Godzilla vs. Gamera films. The first 2 would be them fighting each other, and then at the end of the second one, they'd have to team up together to fight a big enemy.
Kind of like Batman vs. Superman movie next year, something like that. That's a cool idea. You hear that, Hollywood?
BAM!
But send me a partial check. It was his idea, but it's my iPhone. But
Right. It's footage.
all right. If you could have a kaiju for a pet, who would it be?
Figuras.
If you could be a Japanese kaiju for a day, who would it be?
Japanese kaiju?
Yeah.
Come on.
Beside the
Godzilla.
obvious. Yeah, beside the
Alright,
obvious.
beside the obvious,
No, maybe Godzilla. Godzilla.
Yeah.
John Bumpus chose Rodan. Jim Jenkins chose Rodan. You know who Everett chose?
Titanosaurus.
I think he did. Titanosaurus. Yeah.
Of course he did.
No. He chose King Caesar. John Ruffin, I think he chose Godzilla. So, yeah. All right. Kaiju film guilty pleasure. Like, what's the one film that made me hate it a lot of folks, but in your dark corner of your room, you love it?
My very first film that I ever watched, Godzilla vs. Megalon. Bam.
Yes.
I
I did my homework on him. Yeah.
I can't get over the tail drag and drop kick. Again, another movie, just take it for what it is. Don't take it too seriously. Have fun with it.
All right. A kaiju that should have got more film appearances.
Baron
Favorite G-suit?
64.
Least favorite G-suit?
55. I do like it.
Yeah. Godzilla 2014.
Not enough Godzilla. We all know that. I want to see in the sequel more daytime footage, but again, another film that I'm taking it for what it is, not for what I wanted it to be or what any of us wanted it to be.
Absolutely.
You know.
And this is a question I'm sure that you're right. A figure X Plus should make next.
Bachelor Larva 30 centimeter.
All right. Who's more evil? The Green Gargantua Gyra or the GMK Godzilla?
GMK Godzilla.
You're the first one to say that. Everybody else has been saying Gyra.
I mean, Gyra's evil, but the GMK Godzilla is just on a hailstorm on the path of destruction.
My wife, that's my wife's favorite Godzilla, GMK. And her favorite figure is the gigantic GMK. Alright, Godzilla Final Wars.
What about it? Missed opportunities. A lot of missed opportunities. Rushed.
Jim Jenkins said the same thing, the exact words, missed opportunities.
Rushed. Maybe it looked good on paper, but it was a complete flop.
Alright. Favorite Ifukube theme or soundtrack?
You know what? I'm gonna exclude Godzilla themes here. I'm really big on the Mysterians soundtrack. It's awesome.
I haven't seen it before.
Oh goodness! Go in the dealer's room tomorrow. Buy it it's on DVD. It's a fun movie. It's awesome. Very awesome.
Favorite non-G film?
Like Batoho.
Yeah, that doesn't have Godzilla in it.
Frankenstein Conquers the World.
I was gonna say one again.
Well, they're a close second. I mean, they go hand in hand, really. But I really fell in love with Frankenstein Conquers the World when I first watched it after G-Fest 20 when I picked up the DVD. So it's just, again, another movie that is just fun from start to end. It's got a great story to it. And Baragon's awesome. Frankenstein's awesome. It's awesome.
Cool.
That's what X Plus needs to do. Frankenstein.
Yeah. Get it right. Now, favorite human character, what's your favorite human character from the film? Either Dr. Serizawa, Katsura, the Pants Control, who's your favorite character?
So bad with names.
I'm saying, just name the character.
That's the other thing with bad with names and characters. Shoot, it's embarrassing. I'm gonna have to take a pass on that one. Some bad with names. I do like this, the scientist from Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster.
Which one? Dr. Mariah.
Yes, yes.
The one from Mothra vs. Godzilla?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, that actor. He's,
Hiroshi Kazumi.
I'm not good with names.
All right.
Fresh.
Give me your favorite films from each period. One from each period. Showa, Heisei, Millennium.
Show Mothra vs. Godzilla, Millennium, and it's either Violante or
Heisei.
Heisei. Yeah, Heisei. What is it?
Heisei, Millennium.
Oh yeah, darn, jumping too place. Violante's fun, but I find myself going back to watch Godzilla vs. Destroyer out of all the Heisei films. So
What's Millennium?
Millennium, Jim Page.
Two more and then that's it. King Kong Escape.
It doesn't really click with me for some reason. I think Kong looks like he's drunk all the time. He just looks like the suit's just really ugly. But you know, again, it's fun, but it doesn't really resonate well with me for some reason.
And last and certainly not least, the reason why we're here, Chief Fest.
The reason why we're here. Look around. This is awesome. We're with our people. You know, if this is your first time,
Absolutely.
so
My wife and
we're with our people. You know, you could be sitting at dinner, eating dinner at a restaurant, and you start. Ooh, so everybody knows what you're doing. You don't have to feel uncomfortable. We're in our element. This is home.
I describe it as like a kaiju family reunion because
Yeah.
we talk to you on social media, but we finally meet you. David Dopp, Coach John Bumpers, finally meet y'all for the first time. I can say personally, I can speak to my wife also. We've had a great time, wonderful time. Thank y'all so much for being cool, awesome people. Thank you for taking the time to do this. And have you got any words for people who have not made it here yet and just want to?
You don't know what you're missing out. I procrastinated for years about coming, and in 2013, I'm like putting my foot down. I'm like, I'm going. There's no way I'm missing this. I put it off for one reason or another. Things going on. Like I'm going, and I don't want to miss one anymore. Get here. You won't regret it.
Couldn't say that better myself. You know who he is, Mr. Fresh Vinyl, Rich Eso. Check out his YouTube channel, Rich Eso, Fresh Vinyl. He's going to have a Fresh Vinyl show here at G-Fest tomorrow.
Damn.
And also check out his website, freshvinylhq.com. Once again, freshvinylhq.com. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. And do what you do best, bro. Say it.
Fine vinyl, fresh vinyl. Bam! That's what's up.
All right. As you can see, Mr. Fresh Vinyl himself, Rich Eso, thank you for doing that. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, that was pretty much our weekend. I mean, we flew out the next morning. We there was more stuff going on Sunday, and I think like I said, Richard Eso had a Fresh Vinyl panel, and I think it's uploaded to YouTube now. It is uploaded to YouTube now. So there were a couple more things going on because Sunday was pretty much the last day of the event. I wish we could have stayed, but we had to get back home. But all in all, it was just a great weekend, and I mean, I really don't have really that much more to say. I mean, I guess we can wrap it up. So,
Well, let's do this. Check this out.
what?
I know you was out interviewing other people. How about I ask you the same questions you asked them, so I can get your feedback.
Oh, the word association.
That's
thing?
the word association. Some will say word association.
So you basically say what I said to them, and I
Right.
give you mine. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Go for
You
it.
ready? Okay, I think this is Isha Subaraya?
Asia Subaraya.
Asia Subaraya.
Okay.
Okay.
The first thing that comes to my mind when I think of Asia Subaraya. Genius. Innovator. Pioneer.
Okay. What is, in your opinion, the most overrated and underrated Godzilla film?
Overrated. That I don't get the hype. Godzilla Final Wars. I'm sorry. I mean, I know there's a lot of monsters in it, lots of explosions. I just don't get it. I'm sorry. I mean, I enjoy it for what it is. It's not the best in the world. I've gone on record saying that numerous times. But yeah, Godzilla Final Wars to me is overrated. It could have been better, especially for Godzilla's last film, which apparently it's not going to be. But hey, that's my opinion.
All right. Fresh Vinyl.
No, I gotta give you my overrated.
I'm sorry.
Underrated. Godzilla vs. Smog Monster, hands down. Even though it's weird, like I said, it's riddled with a whole bunch of weird stuff, kind of a funky psychedelic film. I don't think it gives much praise as it should have. But yeah, it's very underrated. I think people should go out their way to see the film and just take it for what it is and just enjoy it, you know. And despite the fact Godzilla flies, despite the fact you get like this weird anime imagery, despite you know all that, it's just a really fun film. I really do enjoy that film. So overrated, Godzilla Final Wars. Underrated, Godzilla vs. Smog Monster or Godzilla vs. Hedra. You said Fresh Vinyl, right?
Fresh Vinyl.
Richard Eso. The first
Woo!
one. Yeah, no, bam.
Yeah, bam! Right. The death scene to Godzilla versus Destroyer.
Oh, the death scene to Godzilla vs. Destroyer. The first thing that comes to my mind. It's just bad. It's just tragic. You know, it's just it's a powerful scene, but yet it's it can be a tearjerker.
Okay, Godzilla 98.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
The best X Plus figure.
The best X Plus figure. It's a tie. You know what I'm going to say. The tie between these two guys right here. The gigantic series. GMK and Brennan Godzilla. Next.
It's okay. Which name you prefer? King Ghidorah, King Ghidorah, or Monster Zero?
I kind of lean towards King Ghidorah, but I'm really feeling Monster Zero. So between the two, I'll probably go with King Ghidorah.
Okay. Godzilla film with the best fight scene.
Godzilla vs. Gigan, hands down. I'm sorry. I mean, I know the film has a lot of stock footage. Godzilla and Anguirus are talking, but to me, it's just the overall fight scene between Godzilla, Anguirus, and King Ghidorah and Gigan. It's just a really, really awesome fight scene. I mean, there are some good fight scenes also, like the three-way between Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, and King Caesar in the '74 film, or Godzilla and Rodan Mothra versus King Ghidorah for the first time. That's an awesome fight scene. But to me, the one that had the best fight scene, hands down, Godzilla vs. Gigan.
Okay. Minya.
I like it. I know he's not on your high list, but you know, but I'm fine with him.
I'm sorry. He's just anyway. Ultraman.
I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it. I'm more of an Ultra 7 fan. The Ultraman that came after him. But far as Ultraman, I do enjoy watching some of the episodes. I really do. I mean, I'm still learning him, but I get a kick out of watching Ultraman episodes. So he's cool with me.
Okay. What would be better to see, Godzilla versus Gamera or Godzilla versus Ultraman?
Since I'm not really that familiar with Ultraman, and this is not a slight against Ultraman fans out there, I'd have to go with Godzilla versus Gamera.
Okay. Best Gamera villain.
To me, best Gamera villain, Gauss. The Showa Gauss.
Okay. Which kaiju would you like to have as a pet?
King Kong, 1967, from King Kong Escapes. You know the one that the one that goes Kong. Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The fact that he's able to understand English really well, that makes him an ideal pet. Like, if I get mad at somebody at my job or somebody, I go like say, "Hey, go Kong, go sit on his house or take a dump in his front yard."
Yeah,
or something
exactly.
like that.
Okay, what Japanese kaiju would you be for a day?
Besides Godzilla, you probably gonna think this is like a morbid answer. I'm sorry, but I hate to say it. Well, I don't hate to say it, but it's just my nature. I would love to be Gyra, the Green Gargantua, for a day. I would just love to run around the neighborhoods and pick up people and eat them and swim in the ocean and knock over boats and whatever. I know this kind of monstrous and destructive, but yes, I would love to be Gyra for a day, because the military couldn't catch me because I run too fast. So hey, I can pick up people, eat them, throw them out. Hey, keep on going. But Gyra for me.
Okay, kaiju film guilty pleasure.
The one that may be hated by some, but I still like it. Godzilla's Revenge.
Okay.
Like the film.
All right, a kaiju that shouldn't have gotten more film appearances.
A kaiju that should have gotten more film appearances.
Gotten more.
Titanosaurus.
Okay.
I would love to have seen Titanosaurus
Yeah.
either in a sequel in the Showa film or maybe a revamped version of it. But yes, Titanosaurus.
Hey, I got my picture taken with him too
Yeah.
at G Fest. Yes, I did.
No, that was G-Fanis. Yeah, that was G-Fanis.
Oh, I'm sorry, G Fanis then.
I mean, Titanosaurus kind of built like him.
Oh, okay.
So I can understand the confusion.
Oh, okay, all right, because he looked like the one.
Yeah,
Okay.
he looked like him, but yeah.
Okay. Favorite Godzilla suit and least favorite.
My favorite, of course, the 1964 from Mothra vs. Godzilla. Then again, his look there really didn't change in Ghidorah 3-Headed Monster, but he had more of a menacing look, so I would have to say, particularly Mothra vs. Godzilla. Least favorite probably would be probably Godzilla 55, even though I still like the suit. But Godzilla 55 from Godzilla Raids Again.
Okay. Godzilla 2014.
I like it. I will talk about that more in my upcoming Godzilla 2014 X Plus figure review, which will be up this weekend. So I'll just reserve my thoughts for that. But as far as the film, I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Okay, a figure that X Plus should make next.
Let's see. A figure X Plus should make next. Look at my eyes. Enough said.
Okay, who's more evil? Gyra the Green Gargantua or GMK Godzilla?
Gotta go with Gyra. Get your hand. I'm sorry. I mean, I look at it like this. GMK Godzilla is evil because, think about it, he was possessed. He was more enraged because of the souls that were in his body. I mean, Godzilla is pretty much is not really friendly to begin with, but he had that extra supernatural edge of having them souls and body in him for him to be evil. God was just straight up evil. There's nothing. He has no redeeming quality for him whatsoever. He's just evil by nature. He's not possessed. He's just an evil animal just by nature. So by that proxy, by that calculation, I have to go with Gyra.
Okay. Godzilla Final Wars.
Yeah. That's it. That's it.
All right. Favorite Godzilla movie theme or soundtrack?
Godzilla favorite theme soundtrack. Well, my favorite theme is of course the Mothra vs. Godzilla theme, where they perfected it. Like I mentioned before, it was in King Kong vs. Godzilla, that ba 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 theme, but it's really perfected it. Mr. Akira Ifukube really perfected it in Mothra vs. Godzilla. But my favorite soundtrack, Godzilla vs. Gigan. It has so many different great soundtracks. I know it's kind of cheating a little bit because they pulled different soundtracks from other great epic Toho movies. So that's why I love it, because they pulled some really epic pieces from really cool films, and the way the music is inserted into the scenes in Gigan really fit the scene. So
Okay. Favorite non-Godzilla film?
War of the Gargantuas, hands down.
Okay. Favorite human character from a Godzilla film?
Probably my favorite is probably Miki Sagusa. You know, the character from the Heisei film that had a psychic bomb with Godzilla. She kind of soured on me going towards the tail end, but I would say as far as longevity, that I really enjoyed Miki Sagusa.
Okay. Favorite Godzilla film from each period?
Mothra vs. Godzilla the Showa, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, Heisei, and of course GMK Millennium.
That's it. Okay. King Kong Escapes.
I love it. My favorite King Kong film of all time. Absolutely. I love the film. Fun film. I can't get enough of it. I'm glad it got released on Blu-ray last year. Like I said, my favorite King Kong film of all time. Love it, love it, love it.
And last but not least, G-Fest.
A wonderful experience. I encourage everybody to go. For those who have gone before, go again. For those who haven't gone, put your money together. And let me just say this. I know in this hobby, it's kind of expensive with the figures that they pushing out on tours. Getting stuff from Japan is not easy. It's not it's not cheap whatsoever.
Right.
But you owe it to yourself to go to G-Fest at least one time.
Right.
One time. Even if you go one time and you can't really go anymore after that, the fact that you go this one time will be all that you need to just enjoy it and have a great, great time. And just, like I said before, for me, it was about meeting the people that we talk about talked with online, excuse me, and just fellowship and have a great time, have great conversations. Nobody was mean. Nobody was cruel. They were just they welcomed you with open arms, and that was really the selling point for me. The fact they opened arms to my wife and just just encouraged and just being nice, whatever. That really touched my heart. Really, I know it's kind of mushy, but
a lot of sweet people,
It was really, really cool, and like I said, I just want to thank I want to thank some people. Of course, David Eric Dotco, John Bumpus, John Ruffin, Jim Jenkins, Godzilla Fan Freaks, Everett Brondon, Matt Jacobson, Gojira 851, Scott Biggs, Gary Quinn, Richard Eso, Fresh Bowler himself, Robert Scott Field, and just Chris, Chris, Amanda, Eric Arrington. Thank y'all, and of course there's some people that I forgot to mention. I'm so sorry, but I'm sorry to blame it on the mind, not the heart. Thank you so much. Y'all really made the weekend really, really memorable. One of the best weekends that we could ever ask for. Right. Really, really do appreciate it. But I also want to thank you. Thank you so much. You really helped me achieve a lifelong dream of going to G-Fest. Without you, I wouldn't have done it, and it wouldn't have been nearly as pleasurable if you wasn't there to share it with me. So I really do think that. I really thank you for that. Like I said,
we'll definitely be going next year.
We're definitely going next year, and I encourage everybody to listen to me. Make it not exactly priority, but make it at least a thought to save for G-Fest. Start saving now. You got like 11 more months to go. Right. Just save a little bit here and there, and just do your research on the hotel and whatever, or money you're going to bring for the dealer's room or whatever, or just not bring that much money at all, and just to go just to enjoy the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? So make it a point to make it a G-Fest. You would not be disappointed. I want to thank y'all so much for hanging there for this 4-part video series of our reflection of G-Fest 22. We really do appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I'm just speechless about it. It was really, really a fun time, and we can't wait to go next year. All right. Thank you, babe. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see y'all again on the next figure and move review. All right. Y'all take it easy.
So here we are at the G-Fest, and we just walked into the dealer's room. These people have been waiting outside the hotel trying to get in here. And Leslie's just walked in for the first time. Babe, how's it feel?
I'm overwhelmed, to be honest with you. This is great. This really is great.
So where are you going to go to first?
I have no idea. I mean, everywhere you look is something to my liking, but I'm not going to go overboard. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of stuff. I got, but this is great. To all the people who are out there who have not been to G-Fest or been to the dealer's room, it happens once a year. Make it happen. I understand that you got bills and responsibilities just like everybody else, but I understand that. But make sure that you make it out here. You will not be disappointed. All this stuff around here is just awesome. Everybody's been great. Everybody's been cool. It really is a one-of-a-kind experience. It's even more special because it's my first and my wife's first G-Fest. So, yeah, being in the dealer's room is really, really, really awesome. Make sure you bring a whole bunch of money. That's on my best advice. And don't expect to come off any really, really major deals, because people are here to make money. So, that's all I can say. Like, I'm seeing a whole bunch of things right now. Like I see a Biolante, but we got 2 of those. So, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll just check back in a little bit. 2